Yeah, so I'm Jacob. I'm located in Niagara Falls, Canada. I'm currently at 25 to 30K a month, um, doing anywhere from 55 to 70 orders per month. My bottleneck right now is probably myself. Um, and yeah, the best solution to it is just kind of mentally getting over it. The main bottleneck is like being worried to hire and not having enough work some weeks, but then some weeks we're overloaded. So then I'm scared to do outreach because I don't want to be shooting every day again. So yeah.
Hmm. So it's like scared to commit to somebody because you're not sure if you'll have the volume to
Because
support it.
yeah, some weeks we got like 7 shoots, then the next we got like 25. And it's like one week I'm like, we need to hire it now. The next
Mhm.
week I'm like, I can barely keep my guy
Yep.
busy.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Yep. In the beginning, like, is it just you right now? You don't have any shooters right now?
yeah, I've had a full-time shooter for a year. And then I just bit the bullet, hired a part-time shooter, and now I'm just going all in on outreach. And if we get too busy to handle the work, that's great. I'll just hire again. That's kind of the
Hmm.
mentality I'm looking at now rather than the other way of
Yeah.
being too scared. And then next
Mhm.
thing you know, we can't handle some weeks because we are that busy.
Yep. Well, my goal is to be at a position where we're at like we have more just enough. Hang on, somebody just asked to join the call. One sec.
Denying them.
You are late. Bright and Early Productions. Are you there? Okay. Well, we're gonna continue. I'll come back to you. Oh, Rick. Okay. Hi. So Jacob, to continue. So, in my opinion, the best place to be is to be staffed where you have your demand exceeds your photographers because the alternative is terrible. Like you don't have enough shooters to, or you don't have enough business for your shooters. So like I would rather grow slow and hire slower and have the demand than hire faster, but my demand doesn't reach my photographers like threshold. Uh, and so like I tell everybody now, looking back, just grow slow, just grow like 10, 20% a year. You don't need to double every single year. I doubled every single year. I was super aggressive with it, but it kind of bit us in the butt some winters. Like I got down to like my last $10,000, and I had a team of like 5 to 10. I don't know how many I had at the time, but we had a lot of people, and we almost were at a point. We were at a point where we almost went bankrupt, had to borrow money. So that's because we grew fast. Like we hired a lot of photographers. So now I'm just like, let's grow slow, 1.5 to 2 people a year. And recently, right now we're staffing one full time because I know we're replacing a guy from last year. That'll complete our core team, and then now I'm going all in on part time. So I'm trying to get like 2 to 3 part time people because I'm not committing to them. So if the hours aren't there, it's fine. And if it happens that like we have zero business, so be it. Like we'll just have to let them go. Unfortunately, it's terrible, but you're not tying yourself down. So are you hiring a part-time guy, full-time guy? What's the story?
Part time. That's how I looked at it. I'm like, honestly, one full time guy is kind of enough. And then if I could have two or three part time guys on top of a full time guy, that this way, not all my, because I feel like this last year, all my eggs have been in this one guy. Like if he quit or something, I'm kind of back to square one. So I'm like, I do need to start building this team. Just so not everything kind of like he's dictating kind of how the business runs. So
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I'm looking for one part-time guy and for sure two one full-time guy I'd have and then two part-time this year, but I am gonna be going crazy on outreach. So hopefully we can get more on that. But last year was kind of a breathe year
What
after year one.
What are you doing for outreach right now to get new clients?
So my entire business, we've shot for probably about 300 agents now, and it's been all Instagram. That's all I've really done. So now I'm like this week, I started cold calls 5 to 10 a day,
Okay.
reaching out to clients who haven't used us in a while because I find they're almost easier than cold calls to get them back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna be looking into like team and brokerage
Okay.
presentations here.
Are you selling social media packages?
Um, not I haven't like retainer packages type thing. Is that what you're talking?
Yeah. No, not retainers, just one-off social media.
I haven't really started it yet, or like the content blueprint. I don't really have a spot for it.
Okay. Well,
I'd ha-
I'll just keep this really brief. Like, it's easier to make money on your current clients than to go after new clients.
Okay.
And like squeeze the juice out of the people you have right now, then go after new clients, or do it at the same time. So you can use this. I have this module right here. I'll share this with you. Just please don't share it with anybody else. This is what we do. Like, we do a listing shoot, we do a care call, we upsell them on this, and it turns $500 listing shoot into like $1,500 total and spend from one customer, because we're basically, this is the ascension process, client ascension. So listing, then social media. We upsell this on the back end, and it's a la carte, so it's almost the same as listings. It's very, very simple, just 4 videos, 8 videos, 24 videos, and it's super scalable, and it's very profitable. So I'll share this with you at the end. And then have you ran ads before on Instagram?
I have never done that. No.
Ads are like a cheat code.
Do it.
Avery,
Do it.
I'll give you the like 15 seconds. Share what you just told me.
I did an ad a few months ago. It's gone really, really well. I've booked 2 shoots from the ad so far. I have a bunch of inquiries that I still have to follow up on. But in total from the ad, I just booked a $700 shoot today from it. And probably like over like $1,300 in profit from doing that.
Yeah, crazy.
So
Crazy. Like the ROI is unreal. So Rick, you just asked what kind of ad. I'll show you right now. My opinion, you got to call out who you want to reach like ASAP. So my ads are you a DMV realtor? Are you a DMV realtor? Right here, check this out. You're a real estate agent in the DMV and you've got a listing. You can't hear it, but you guys see. So if you're a realtor in the DMV and you have a listing in the next 90 days, well, like watch this video. And then at the end, we offer them a discount, and we've been just pulling in the leads like crazy. People click on our ads, they leave comments. And what I do personally, every time I get a lead, every time somebody comments or replies, I'll call them. So if they leave a comment, I have my ManyChat automation. If they leave a comment, we'll send a message, DMs that's automated, and then I'll call them and be like, hey, this is Bronson from Instagram. You responded to our ad. A lot of times they're taken back, like, wait, what? They're like, oh, yeah. Okay, wow, that's awesome. You followed up so fast. So it impresses them then on that front, and it just makes you look that much better. But point is,
A warm lead, basically. Way better than cold calling.
mm-hmm. And so I'm doing about $20 a day for this ad and $30 a day for this ad. So I'm spending a good amount of money on it, but we have so many leads. There's leads I need to still follow up on. They're just coming in so fast. So I would say definitely run that ad, and implement these social media packages for sure. And then on your care calls, I'll challenge you, even the people that you shoot for, do the care calls for, because you want to get feedback on everything. And it's not really like to talk to them again. It's more just like to proof of concept. Hey, I care about you. 7-star experience. Like, I shot for you. I'm going to follow up with you. And it just reinforces that 7-star experience.
Do you have clients that like kind of are like, I'll text you if something goes wrong? Like, I don't need a call every week. I just feel like I've had a couple people say that, and that's what's made me.
Yep, you'll find a cadence with repeat clients that they have one a week. You just shoot them a text eventually. It turns into a text message. Hey, all good from last week, making sure it's 10 out of 10. Need anything from me, question mark. Eventually it turns into that with like recurring clients. But every once in a while, maybe once every 4 weeks, do a verbal check-in. Just say, hey, I want to make sure my team's been taking care of you on the last few listings. And if anything happened 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, they'll verbalize it then. And if you really, really mess something up for a client and you think that you're gonna lose them, offer them a free content day or a free shoot. Like if you mess up photos, like if they come back a day late or whatever it is, or you completely botch the video, verbalize it, call it out. Hey, we screwed up. Like, this is completely out of character for us. I want to make it up to you. Let's get your team together, do a free content day. It's only 2 hours. It's really cheap for you. And I say that because I saved a relationship with a team in December. Like, we completely messed something up with scheduling. We missed the shoot. So I called the agent, say, hey, I want to make it up to you. This is out of character for us. Let's do a free content day. We did a content day and they're still booking with us. I thought they were going to leave because they canceled a shoot after that happened. Like they used a different company because they're like, we can't trust CPV. So save that relationship. So there's a lot of things you can do with that care call. It's a really, really, really dangerous weapon. Powerful weapon, I mean.
And not to get into it too much, but are those content days, are those more talking head or like moving reels, a little bit of both?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can configure it whatever they need. We'd normally just default to like talking head education stuff. Oh yeah, okay. Like this right here. But you can also do like meet at a listing, and you can be like, okay, everybody gets a listing reel, and do something like this. So, but you can do a lot more than these. These are cheaper, easier to do, more effective. Not more effective, just easier for you. Okay, any questions? We're gonna move on.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll have more later, but that was good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Emron, you wanna take the stage?
Yeah. So my name is Imran and I'm located in the DMV area. And right now I'm currently at 30K a month. And I don't know exactly how many orders I have. I'll be honest, I haven't tracked it. And my bottleneck right now is I'm getting a lot of business and I don't have enough editors and it's just me. I'm the only shooter. There's no one else. I only started in September and just been going up from there. So I've been shooting with everyone. And the thing is, the reason why I'm shooting is a lot of these people that I'm shooting with, like I've kind of changed my business just from being a media agency and a videographer to more of a creative director. So I'm actually helping them, directing them, doing this, making sure everything looks good. And most videographers are just there. All right, let's shoot 3, 2, 1, boom, right? I'm more of a creative director. So I know I need to hire someone, but it's hard to find someone that actually cares about the client or care about my business the way I do and try to guide the client in a way where the video actually turns out well the first time. I never have to go reshoot. I never have to, like, the edits are always on point, everything like that. They don't have to ask to shoot again. And then on top of that, right now I'm also getting different types of clients that I'm traveling for. Like I'm going out of state and out of country for like people that wants to do like just literally social media reels, and he's flying me out to come do it. So when I fly out, I can't miss those days. I need somebody here. So it's like and someone to hire, and I need more editors too. I have like only 2 editors, and I have a specific editing style that I'm doing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Full Horseman Media right now. They're crazy. A lot of clients I'm getting want that style, and I found 2 editors so far that are able to do it, but too many projects to get them right now that they can handle. So like I just need to find editors. Fiverr hasn't been well. Upwork hasn't worked well. Like everyone is horrible. They charge too much. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay, so Alex Hormozy taught me this. You said you have a pipeline for clients. You also need to have a pipeline for the other half of your business. Just as important for talent. So like photographers, you need to have a constant pipeline. Editors, constant pipeline. Avery, Marshall, they're both working with this girl named Jersey, and she's a recruiter for editors and VAs. And for my business, I pay her every quarter to give me a constant pipeline of editors, even if I'm not hiring. And like she's just out there finding the best people. So maybe that's the solution there. Have you used online jobs to find editors in the Philippines?
What'd you say?
Have you used onlinejobs.ph?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay.
So all like apps.
Check this out in the chat. Just use that. And I would spend a lot of time and energy on that. If that's the bottleneck of the business, any free time you have, just spend looking for editors. And the other one was you need a shooter. Oh yeah. My first opinion is just charge more and pay more to get a better videographer. Because like, to be honest, 4 Horsemen, your business and my business, sure, we're in the same market, but we're kind of after different agents. We have different business models. So I think you need to attract higher level videographers. You need to charge more your clients and then pay more.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have upped my price. At first, I used like Omar's pitch deck, the same way Omar had everything.
Yeah.
At like in pricing and all that, but now I charge a lot more for 8 videos. I was charging at first just $1,100, but now I'm charging like $1,800 for 8 videos because it's gonna cost me like $80 to $100 to edit one video. because
Mhm.
like how like they need the 3D text and all the just everything in general costs like about $100. And so every video, I believe I'm profiting just me about 160 to 200. I'm not like I think 300 per video is what I'm charging. I know. So the pricing is fine. I'm charging a lot more, but it's just in terms of finding talent that like isn't gonna break the bank, right? Because right now, like December, I had a crazy month. I had a really high month. I don't know how it happened, but I had a 40K month. I was like, damn. And then January went down to like 30 something K. And then this month so far, I'm already at like 15, and I have like 2 retainers that I had talked to.
If
It's
you
for
just-
that should close up. Probably gonna be around like 20 in the middle.
Man, if I was in your shoes, I would get somebody that would be committed and wants to work for you, but pay them as a contractor and pay them pretty well, like a percent of the invoice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, cause
Yeah.
I used to work for Refitified, and that's what I was getting paid. I was getting paid, I believe, $25 per shoot that I was going to. That was like very low. I was underpaid completely, but I was working at least 11 hours a day almost just every day, but I was getting underpaid at the time. But it's like I was thinking like 50 to like 100, somewhere in that range per shoot.
Well, I would do it percentage wise of the invoice. Because like if you want somebody that's really good and that's going to care about it as much as you got to pay them more than any other place is going to pay them. And it seems like you got the margins to support it, like 25%, 30% of the invoice.
So if I like example, so for listing shoots right now, like just the listing photos, from 0 to 1,000 square feet, I charge like 175. Editing cost is like 50 cents per photo.
Okay. Well, and then on the same token, I think you should just niche down, pick one or the other.
Well, in terms of like picking,
Like, do you want to do cheap real estate shoots or do you want to do 4 horsemen?
4 horsemen is like where I'm going.
Yeah. So then forget about the 175.
I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure those videos you see are like 400 a video.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they are.
Because people ask me to do that stuff too, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm looking for like 10 videos to like $1,000," and you're like, "I'll give you like 3 videos for $1,000 at that quality."
Emron, yeah, I think you should. I have people that come to me that I don't work with because they want like 4 horsemen style.
Yeah. 4 Horsemen, actually, I think their editors are in-house too, which it's like our editors, I try to do 4 Horsemen stuff, and I say we're very close, but there's like a little bit higher level of detail when you have people actually in-house for you that edit that way. But
Well,
what I was going to say was for editors, is our editors, like I don't have one that specifically just works for me because I found that if I did, I couldn't get that 4 Horsemen quality. Like I just don't feel like there's one person that would work solely for me doing that. But I did, since I had sent our editors quite a bit of videos, I did negotiate it down with all 3D text and effects and Kinetic text. I think I got them down to like $75 a video at the max. Like they max out at it. If they don't have any of that, sometimes they're like $60, $65 a video. And so we charge $350 and $495 for our videos.
Yeah, Emron, I think it's just the niche thing. Because like if you're doing a photo package for 175 and a 4 horsemen video for like whatever, how much is one video for 4 horsemen style?
I think they go 400.
400. Yeah, so I think it's a different subset of clientele, and to try to build a business around 2 different clientele is really hard to scale. Like to be honest, like my cheapest photo package is $250. I don't even I'm not really, I guess I am in a way, but the 175 photo companies, they're kind of just in their own like league. They're just using contractors, high volume. Their quality is not great. I know your quality is good, but point is like you should raise your prices. Or just do 4 horsemen only. I mean, there's a ton of luxury in DC.
There is. So my question now is when you're saying, okay, I can raise my prices more, which I was thinking about doing, but how about the clients I have now, right? The retainers that I have now, it's like, do I tell them, hey, I'm raising prices? I just find 4 clients in January, like the end of January for February. I already shot the content, getting it edited now. And my editor actually said, hey, can we do a little bit more for these videos? Because they're a little bit more, like, I need more money to do it. Because it's like, it's a lot more effects, a lot more 3D, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I told him it's fine. I'll eat a little bit of profit now. I'll give him the money. But I was like, for next month, how would I go about coming to them and be like, hey,
it's going to be higher.
Yeah, it's painful, but you just got to do it. You just got to finish out the contract with the agreed price, and then just be like call them like tomorrow or this week and be like, hey, like I know we just did this, but I'm gonna have to, like, we're moving forward after this project. We're increasing our prices, by whatever, and it is what it is. Like if you lose people, so be it. But you're gonna make up that profit by the extra that you're charging. So if you lose 2 clients, you're gonna make up that money and the profit that you're charging. So you're actually doing less and making the same amount or more most of the time.
That makes sense.
And I have a referral for you if you need somebody. Because this lady, I can't please her because I don't really do luxury. Like she probably just needs you. Like,
Yeah.
So hit me up.
I got you. I'll take
Yeah.
care of her.
Mhm.
Perfect. Yeah, that's about it from me. If you have any other things to tell me, all ears.
No, I think. Well, the editor thing is hard because like my business isn't 4 horsemen. So the problem that you're trying to solve, I haven't really done it yet. But I think I think it's a pipeline thing. Just I think that having a business is solving problems. So this problem right now is how can I have a constant pipeline of really qualified editors? So online jobs, make sure you have the pro version, invite a ton of people to the application, run an ad on, I don't know if online jobs does an ad, but point is just get a ton of people in there.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So, hey, Rick, are you ready or do you want to wait a little bit?
I could jump in, brother.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it.
I'm literally in the alley. Go. My dilemma, I think my challenge is that we got a ton of competitors that just swarmed San Antonio, and it's not a bad thing. I love it. The only thing is, since I don't do ads, we also downsized. We used to have a bigger team, but because of the way things were growing, we downsized as a consequence, messed up all our systems. We switched to auto HDR. We've got on their subscription. We're good there, but there's 2 things. The first thing is I don't know what to do to get new clients besides that ad thing, because that was a great idea. So I'm going to do that. But the other thing is, like, I haven't found a good flow from like a good workflow from auto HDR and to Aerial. We use Aerial. So basically, like, we keep hitting bottlenecks, and I just don't know if there's a workflow that I'm not following, if there's a workflow that like a workflow chart that I'm just like lost, and it's just like Mario rolling me right now.
Well,
We do about 10 a day.
what made you
We are
switch?
sharing the 15 a day.
What made you switch to auto HDR?
Well, the volume can go from like 10 shoots to 20 shoots in peak season, and then the human editors, having the longer turnaround and just the inconsistencies, the language barriers, all that stuff, it just kind of seemed like the right decision
Yeah.
overall.
Okay. What specifically? Sorry, go ahead.
Say it again.
I was gonna ask what specifically about the workflow, like what piece of it is not working?
So as far as the human editors or the auto HDR?
Auto HDR.
Just the quality control, like the different, like when the floor is not the accurate color, like it's cherry versus walnut, the wall color, the fireplaces, the TVs, like we call that super sauce. And so basically what we do is we like our brand is known for like not the high end, but just the fire and the fireplace TVs, that kind of thing. So basically when our photographers upload, we're good there. The problem is when it's a Twilight or it has the sauce, it seems like our admin and our editors are just like, I don't know what just happened, and they start dropping the ball. We get a lot of customers complaining. So I don't know what I don't know, and I'm just losing my shit. Excuse my language. But it seems like there's something that I'm missing that nobody's teaching or nobody's talking about. Like everybody talked about switch to auto HDR, and that's like, okay, that's great. But Aerial doesn't connect to auto HDR, but it does connect to Dropbox. But it's like, well, auto HDR still needs a lot of quality assurance. So because it's just not seamless, right? So it's like, what do I do? How do I ping this to what person And like, am I the only one experiencing like it's a shit show over here, or is there other people? I should have asked this y'all. I didn't hear nobody cussing. I'm sorry.
Just
Um,
go for it, dude.
but it just feels like I'm the only one that's struggling to manage this auto HDR thing because nobody's talking about that part. Everybody's talking about how
Okay,
switching to AI has been phenomenal.
Right.
And I'm like,
let's do a test right here. Raise of hands who has switched to auto HDR and it's been perfect and you love it.
okay, let me look at this.
Is that nobody? Oh, Marshall. Okay.
Marshall loves it.
1 out of 5.
So no, I'll give you this caveat. Everything he talks about is true, but I have the VAs take care of it. So I have a VA in the evening. Once they get the photos back from Auto HDR, they have all those issues, and so they deal with those issues. And then we have the Slack integration with Auto HDR, so they just send it all back to them. Whatever the issue is, the wall colors, the floor problems, the fireplace things. And so they send it all back to them, and they're very good at getting back the fixes. So that's what I would say is like, get us Slack integration with Auto HDR and
their VA.
ask them to have a VA in the evening, deal with the photos when they get done with Auto HDR, have a quality control check then. That's what I said.
Yeah,
We do.
like a checkpoint that says, hey, this is what you're going to look for. Make some video for them and say, hey, before you send to your client, these are the 17 things or 20 things you look for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My first thought, it sounds like a training problem. So like if you if you make a very detailed PDF, like as detailed as possible on like a reference guide for quality control, this is a no, like red X, green check.
Yeah.
Like have 155 different scenarios and train the heck out of every VA. I think after that you'll be set. Go ahead, Jim.
I've done that with Auto HDR, and you're right. Like I had to put the red check and the green check, and for Auto HDR directly, it actually has been a godsend. Like that idea is perfect, but I never thought about doing that for. So I'm gonna go to the VA website that you recommended. I'm gonna hire a VA. I'm gonna do the checkpoint, and then hopefully next powwow it'll be better.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah. Go
Can I
ahead.
ask a quick question about that?
Yeah.
Marshall, do you like the reason I haven't switched is because of like the wall color, furniture color, stuff like that kind of being off. Do you get them to compare it to a RAW or something, or how do your VA?
Yeah. They the VAs will go back to the RAW and look at the RAW. So like we just had our meeting today, and one of the VA was talking about how if it's yellow color, the Auto HDR will make it white. And so she had to go back to the raw color and look at it, or the raw photo and look at it.
And then if I shooting JPEG or RAW for these?
JPEG.
Sure. And just one point that I didn't hear anybody mention, it is dependent on the UE's input. So if your input sucks, your output's going to suck just as well. So if you're photographers, I don't know how many photographers you have, but if you have photographers and they're kind of rushing in or rushing out, or they're not paying attention to each frame in the bracket, your output is going to be dependent on your input. So like right now, these will come out sometimes chocolate or they'll come out cherry. It's that big of a difference if your photographer is not paying attention to the input. And so that's why shooting JPEG is a blessing, but it's also causing the problem, because if you're not dialed in on location, from my observation, my experience, is just, that's why we got all these headaches. I have very little headaches on my input. It's just it's the team that I get a lot of. So maybe it is a training thing, like you said.
Yeah. Like I do a ton of one-on-one Google Meets, share your screen, watch me do it, then I watch you do it, and I like literally breathe down your neck, correcting you on the spot. And I tell them I'm going to be very blunt with you. It's nothing personal. I'm just showing you exactly how we want it. And just please don't take it personal. We're just, this is the way we train.
Yeah.
That's how.
And you're photographers as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have two QC checks basically. One in the evening, like they get it all ready, and then there's another gal that's my main VA that comes in at 6 a.m. and double checks all the work before it goes out. So she knows everything already. So she's the one that trained all the other VAs. So I don't know if you have something like that, but that's what I've always done. I'm glad my main assistant does that all. So
It's Mark, right? Or what's your name? Marshall. Marshall, yeah. So we just realized that one of our editors that has been with us 8 years, there's no room for her growth. So we're like, dude, you got to do something different. So since she's American, we're switching her to more of an admin role. So she's going to be doing what you just described at like 8 o'clock in the morning till 5, incoming calls, scheduling, that kind of thing. And then our VA, who's a Filipino, we love him to death. He's just been working graveyard for us for 10 years. So we're going to switch him to the evening. So that way it's evening for us, but morning for him. So we're in the process of doing what you just said. Just because we're starting to realize like he knows the business. He could basically run this business without me. so
yeah, then I would have him train whoever you bring in because he already knows everything. So you don't have to deal with it. Have him make SOPs now. That's what I told my main assistant to do. She makes the SOPs. She trains them all.
So just for clarity, you have what around the clock, what shifts do you have covered? Because I think that's where I realized my gap was, is that there's a 12-hour window that is not covered, and that's what's screwing us all up. So what
So I have three VAs that cover Monday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night. And so the morning VA, she takes care of the delivery and double checking, make sure everything looks good before she sends it out to the client. And then throughout the day, she's managing, texts, emails, calls that come through. And then the second one will come in on 2 o'clock, around 2:30, and take over, and she'll manage text and emails and social media, making content. They all make content, by the way, too. And then so from 2 o'clock till 11 o'clock at night, they're doing that. And also, as the photographers start sending their photos in, they're the ones putting it up in the auto HDR, getting it ready, looking at it, making sure it looks good, sending it to auto HDR if they have any issues. Yeah, so that's pretty much. That's how I have it. So the only overlap is on a Wednesday. All three of them are in, but I find that good because I make them have a meeting every week together, and sometimes I join that meeting so they all can talk and communicate. And so Glides is the manager of them all, so I don't have to deal with it as much.
Glides is your main guy?
Yeah, Gal actually. Yeah, bro. She's been with me for like 3 years now.
Hey guys, I'm gonna keep it moving. Y'all can connect after this.
Sorry about the loss.
I'll connect you guys. I'll give you guys phone numbers. Yeah, no, all good. But I just want to keep it moving so we can get through Avery and Marshall. Let's see. But Rick, do you have any final questions?
No, you guys are awesome. It just feels awesome that you put this together. So thank you for doing that, brother.
Of course, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, final note on that. I decided against switching to auto HDR until it's like at 100%. Just because I figured my philosophy is like if everybody around me is using auto HDR and I'm using humans.
Oh, we're causing the kinks.
Yeah. So I'm like,
we're jamming up the flow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll switch eventually, but not until it's like 100%. But I think it's 95% there. It's just some of the color. But yeah, okay. So Avery, what you got? Just use this prompt right here.
So my name's Avery. I am located in Columbus, Ohio. I'm currently doing like 5 to 9K a month right now, maybe 6 to 9K a month. I don't quite know how many orders. It differs. It's kind of slow right now. Bottleneck, I would say would be, and Bronson, we've already talked about this a lot. Just the most effective way, I guess, for client outreach right now, whether that's cold calling, obviously doing events, has been effective. Meeting people in person is very effective. I feel like cold calling is very effective too, but like at least lately, 95% of everyone I call does not answer the phone.
So it's just like, well, if they did, I'd probably get their business, so they would work out, but no one's answering their phone. So it's just kind of finding like, or thinking of other effective ways to outreach, especially like target hot top producing teams in my area. And when I have gotten a hold of them, like from cold calls and we do content events, I converted them and I work with them now. So it's great. But it's just finding those people in general and trying to figure out an effective way to, reach them,
Mhm.
provide value, which in those content events, but just in general, trying to, everyone's so busy, especially these top producing teams. So
Yeah.
trying to, fit in there and
Yeah.
get their business. But
Okay, Avery. So just for context, guys, Avery and I do a call. We do 2 calls a month. So I'm caught up on exactly like where he is. And so Avery, so I think the next like focus, you're getting your VA trained, hired, and everything. So that should be the focus. After that, you're gonna go hard on this. I would say this is your next move right here. So this is HubSpot.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what HubSpot is, it's pretty much the same thing as Go High Level. I just prefer the interface on HubSpot. And it connects with Tonemo. But Avery, point is, you're going to prospect like teams and agents. And you're going to use your deal pipeline here to just follow up, like
Yeah.
hit the crap out of them, like with their phones, right? Like call them. How many times did you follow up with Sam? 10, 11, 12 times before he answered?
Yeah. Probably took like 2 or 3 months to get his business.
Yeah. So guys, for context, Avery was trying to work with this guy, Sam. I'm not gonna say his last name. He does a ton of listings a year. He does a ton of listings every year. He was just straight up ignoring Avery. Like Avery would call him, text him, and it took 2-3 months. Finally, Avery offered to do a content event, right?
yeah. Or no, it was after a call with you. He just asked what my video pricing was.
Yeah.
And we did a shoot and he loved my videos.
So follow up. Fortune is in the follow up. So cliche, but it's so true. And this is what I use in my personal business right here to do follow ups. So we got pre-touch 1. So if I go on homes.com like this and I'm prospecting an agent or I'm prospecting agents, I'm going to type in where I live. So like Fairfax, Virginia. This is where I would want business. Type in Fairfax, sort here by sales and area. And you can see the top agents in the area. So I would be prospecting these agents. So right here, we do some of his listings. He does an insane amount of listings a year. Right here, you'll see 206 a year. So I want to work with this guy, right? So I'm gonna add him as a deal in HubSpot right here, and I'm gonna put him under pre-touch 1. So you go create deal, put his name in here, fill all that out, put him in pre-touch 1, call him. If he doesn't answer, send him a text, send him an email with a Loom video offering a free shoot, or if my content event like this.
So I had a question.
Yeah.
For those loan videos, especially for some of these people, like I did it for some loan officers and I still want to call them up. But no one really answered. So would you just record, especially for some of these agents, everyone's busy. Would you, if you record a video for each one of those agents and you said their name in the video, right? It's personalized to that agent. It's nice.
Let me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause you right here. I'll answer that after I get through this flow. Because if somebody's watching this, they'll see the full flow of it. I'll get back to this right when I'm done with this. I know exactly what you're talking about though. But okay, so you send them the Loom video, which I'll explain in a second, and you put them under pre-touch 1. I'm sorry, after you send all that, you put them in touch 1. That means you reached out to them once, and then they don't answer. I'm sorry, you reach out to them once, then you set a follow-up task. Reach out to them. If they answer or if they don't answer, you still set a follow-up task. Create task, follow up in 3 days or a week. And then you put them under touch 2 after you complete that second task, then touch 3. And you keep repeating this until they work with you, basically. And so this is a pipeline there. This is just like accountability that you can use. And then a quick little side note, qualified to buy. This means they have promised you a listing or a project. So I get Instagram ads or I get Instagram leads all the time. So if I get a lead, I'll throw them in qualified to buy. And then I will follow up with them, set tasks until they book with me. So all these are Instagram leads right here. And they said they had a listing coming up. And so I follow up with these people. Like I stay on them until they book with me. So this just whole concept of having a deal pipeline, this is how you can stay organized with your sales. And eventually you'll have a ton of people to reach out to. It's really boring, but like, what do they say? The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding, which is super, super, it's a mind unlock. So like you sit down for 2-3 hours and you just do your follow-ups, your tasks. It's so freaking boring. I hate it. But it's a very high ROI activity. So that's going to be the next step for you, Avery, is just hammering these out.
Okay.
Okay, Loom videos. So I would make a customized Loom video for each person. So you would go start your Loom video. Hey, Jason, I found you on Instagram. Would love to connect with you. Let me tell you a little bit about us. If you search up CPV Media on Google, you'll find we're the first company. We got 200 5-star reviews. You can check out our website. This is what we do. Here's our pricing. Here's some of our portfolio work. Obviously, I'm going fast, but you're going to go through this slowly.
Mhm.
And I would love to offer you a content event for your team. I know you have a team. You want to recruit agents. You want to retain agents to provide value for them. I would love to do this to you I would love to do this with you for free. No cost to you. Your agents come in. They each get 2 videos, a headshot. It only takes 30 minutes per agent, and we provide all the topics. So they don't need to come prepared. Here's some samples. And yeah, would love to make this happen for you. Or Jason, if you have a listing that's sitting or that's on the market or that's coming up, I would love to do a free pro reel for you. Here's what that looks like. Can you show a sample of that? And yeah, so if they don't answer, you send that through Loom. So you do that over the phone, like offer them a free whatever,
Yeah.
but you still do it through
So would you email to that?
So whether they answer or they don't answer, you still send them a Loom video. Because you want
So
to.
what'd your email look like with that Loom video? Like, what would you say? And then you send a Loom video.
It would be like, hey, great connecting with you. Watch this video. And then this has a link on it. Like this is caps lock. I sent one today. Who was it? I can't remember off the top of my head. I wish I could remember who it was, but I sent one today or yesterday. But it's basically like very short, very punchy. Like, hey,
Yeah.
it was great connecting with you. Watch this video to see what we're about.
Yeah.
And then do you have a listing we could do a free reel for? Or do you want to do that free content event? Question mark. And then that's it.
Okay.
Like super simple.
What if they didn't answer the phone and you wanted to send them an email?
Then you just do like, it's different. It's like, hey, found you on IG. We have a mutual of this person. Like dig to find common things. Because you most likely have mutual followers. Hey, found you on IG through a mutual follower. Check this video out I made personally for you. And then once you make that Loom video, you can do like, you can name the Loom video like for Jason's eyes only. So it's like super personalized. And you can text that to them too. Some people get thrown off if you cold text, but I still do it sometimes. Okay. Jacob, you had a question. Okay, what is HubSpot used for? I'll go through the use cases in 30 seconds. Use case number 1 is tracking deals to make sure you're staying on top of your deals, right? Use case 2 is going to be your inbox. So instead of having Gmail, your clients email you through Gmail, you're going to connect Gmail to HubSpot so that your team can manage all of your inquiries through here. And now, so like I have a VA who's our customer support, so he keeps this open. Email comes in, he assigns it to whoever needs. He replies instantly. And then, it's similar to OpenPhone where you can tag people and you can close out the ticket right here. And then there's one source of truth. So like if I go to Kayla Scott and I go to her account, Kayla Scott, it's going to show all the activity, emails, phone calls, text messages. Like this connects with OpenPhone. So here's her last phone call with us, text messages, one source of truth. It has her orders from Tonimo because there's a Tonimo integration with HubSpot. So it brings one source of truth to everything.
Really?
Yep. The next thing is going to be emails. So it's really 3 use cases. So I send weekly emails to my clients. This email right here generated me $4,000. Crazy. Like no joke. We booked 4K. So, hey, quick to the point. This month we're giving away discounted studio sessions to the first 3 people. So Jacob, that's this right here. We're giving away 3 content sessions. So I just send this to my database. You'll get $100 off. Reply with the word studio, but you have to use it this month. And so I had 8 people reply. I have literally the receipts right here.
So this also works kind of like a MailChimp or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you can get rid of that and then use this.
Yep. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people reply, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people book studio sessions. So it's probably more than that, more than 4K. Okay, and that's the only use cases for HubSpot. You can also use automations for like email and stuff. But the best part of this, check this out. I'm rambling here, guys, but hopefully bear with me. We use Tonemo, and if you open up an order on Tonemo right here, you can click contact link, and it opens up HubSpot, and it has all their emails, all the phone calls, activity. So like if your customer support person's out and you have to pick up as a conversation, you can see like previous messages. Other awesome thing about Tonemo is like if you have edit requests, it's just done right in here. Let me find a project that has edit request. So the power of Tonemo is you have Slack built into each service. So right here, you can copy paste, circle this, send to editor, then our editor replies, says, it's done. So photographer takes it from pre-production. Once they upload, they put it in editing, tag the editor. Once the editor is done editing, tag the project manager, put it in complete. And then if there's a revision, put it back in revisions, and our editor can see from this page, it's orange. Okay, it needs my attention. And then they're also notified through the notifications plus Slack. So like our revisions happen instantly between our PMs and our editors, and everything's centralized. And it's awesome. So that's the power of Tonemo. If you're not on Tonemo, I definitely recommend it. Ooh, we had another question come in. Let's see. Ring Central. I'm not super familiar with Ring Central. ChatGPT, I would ChatGPT Ring Central versus Quo.
Yeah, Quo is the new Ring Central. Ring Central is like one that comes for years. Everybody keeps bringing up open phone and Quo, and then that looks you had the experience. And did you switch to open phone, or did you ever stuck on the phone?
We switched. Well, so I went from my phone straight to open phone 4 years ago. Probably 3 years. No. Sorry, we use Google Voice.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh crap! Somebody requested to join. Yeah. So I would ChatGPT it. But considering the fact OpenPhone connects with HubSpot, it connects with Zapier, it's awesome. And it's like the Apple, in my opinion. It's like the Apple of the phone systems. Virtual phone systems. It's so easy to use. Like, it's awesome. And I do handoffs here. Like I don't know if you know what a handoff is, but I've talked about it in my videos. But it's just really easy to use.
Is it what it's like? You just hand it off to somebody?
Yeah. So if somebody texts you to book, then you text them back from the support line, like your VAs. So it looks like your team contacted them, but it was you. But you're just getting the combo started.
That's kind of like the space shop. I mean, something might be in the group caps.
Hey Rick,
happening?
Rick, your connection seems like pretty choppy. Is that happening for you guys too? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Hey, Ricky, there. Looks like you're muted. Okay. All right. Maybe if you try leave and come back. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I was just saying, is it kind of like a group text? Is it similar to those things they write down on my cell phone and then the group text her and I say, Annie, you get on jobs and take it from here? But it's just more formal.
Yeah, let me give you an example because this actually might be helpful for some on the call. Okay, let's say like I don't book shoots. It's a waste of my time. Nobody here should be booking shoots. Okay, let's just say Gina texts me and says, hey Bronson, I need to shoot a property next Thursday. Are you available? I'll be like, hey Gina, I'm going to have my team text you. They'll text you in the next 5 minutes. So then I hang up with Gina. I go to my VA's line and I say, hey, Gina, Bronson told me you have a shoot or a listing coming up. Can you reply here with the address, square feet, services, and timeline? Okay. And then you send it.
Nah.
So, Rick, I'm going to send this to your phone number here just so I can get the full effect. Of course, I spelled it wrong, but that's fine. Whatever. Boom. So I send it, and then that's coming from my VA. So if somebody responds, my VA is going to pick it up. And then I tag my VA. Please book. Now the conversation, and I did that. So I hang up with Gina, and then within 30 seconds, she gets the text message. So it's reducing the time to value, like boom. I told her 5 minutes, and I told her 5 minutes, but she gets it in 30 seconds. So already off the bat, it's like, whoa.
I haven't thought of that.
Yeah.
That's your personal line too, by the way. Like your personal phone number, or is that
This one,
another number? You
this one is my open phone. This is my personal one. Yeah, on my personal business, I guess. This is my direct line right here. So this is what I use for sales. I use this for sales, and then this is like our support, what our clients text for booking and support.
I just, based up on what I noticed, this is so much more seamless than Ring Central. Ring Central is like a dinosaur, basically, compared to this. Yeah.
That's how I compare HD Photo Hub to like Tonimo. It's like Windows 98. Sorry if you're using HD Photo Hub in here, guys. I don't know if anybody is.
I won.
Yeah, it's like HD Photo Hub is dinosaur. Okay, let's move on. You're on Spiro. Okay. I still think Tonimo's the best. I'm biased. They don't pay me to say that. I love Tonimo. I think it's the best.
It just looks like I have a lot of Monday boards that would just completely get rid of, They talk to Slap and everything, but
dude, you should do. Yeah, Tonimo would make your life a lot easier. Because
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. I was about to change the subject. Go ahead, Rick. You go ahead.
And I was just gonna say something stupid and embarrassing is I switched to Tonimo for like 3 days, and then I switched to Arial.
Hey,
Yeah, surprise.
personal preference.
No, Tonimo is very sexy. You don't know what you don't know. I was not gonna switch another interface for the 4th time.
Got you. Yeah,
Right.
it's painful. Yep.
What about it? What specifically on Tonimo really stands out above the rest?
All right. I did a demo like 10 minutes ago. I'm going to give you the other one in 30 seconds.
Okay. If this is recording, I could watch that later as well.
I got you.
you.
I got you.
I'm gonna.
this part's crazy.
Okay. I'll try to keep it. I'm so like over the top. I'll try to keep this like really short. Whew, okay. Ready? So you got all your orders here, but the power of this, 2 things. It connects with HubSpot here. So if I open up this order and I click on this contact here, it's going to show me all of our communication with this agent. All the emails, all the text messages, all the phone calls. This is a phone call with a recap, like AI recap, text messages, phone calls, emails, everything. So you have one source.
This connects with the open phone.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So open phone, Tonimo, HubSpot all connect together. So you have one source of truth. Because like if somebody is out and you have to pick up a conversation with a client, like, hey, I was promised this, or I need this coupon or whatever, you can just go back here and be like, oh yeah, she was there. Okay, cool. Let me make that happen. Okay, so that's number 1. And then number 2 is a lot of people use Slack. This is our coaching Slack, the Slack channel for the coaching. But this is for my agency. Okay, we have Slack. A lot of people use this for like revisions, whatever it may be. The only thing I use Slack for is like talking to my team outside of orders. So what you're going to do in Tonimo, like why Tonimo is awesome is if I open up this project right here, every single service has a Slack channel. Drone photos, HDR photos, new channel. And you can tag everybody at photo editor. Please remove this from photos. You bring up a photo here, and hopefully nothing embarrassing comes up here. Okay, let's just say this is real estate, right? So I take a screenshot. Okay, I edit this screenshot. I circle this. Boom. Done. And then come down here, copy it, copy image, paste this to your editor. Let's make this on the. Okay, now the editor's going to see that, and I put this back in revisions. Revisions needed. So then the editor scrolls down. Oh, this is orange. It needs my attention. Plus, he's going to get notified right here, and he's going to get notified through Slack. So then he goes into here and makes this revision. Revision done at Project Manager. Boom. Move it back to complete. Project Manager goes here, proofs it, sends it out to the client.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why we love it so much. Because before we had Monday boards, we had Slack channels. It was a mess. Like now we don't use anything except Tonemo. Like literally we don't use Monday. The only reason we use Zapier is to like connect Tonemo to HubSpot a little bit. And then some like forms automations, but Tonemo does everything. And it even has a video management, which I haven't even used yet. And I hear a lot of people love it. Like it goes through waiting to be edited, waiting on a footage, revision cycle. Like it's very extensive.
And so yeah, it kind of blends. Yeah, essentially just blends Monday, Slack into one software.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the checkout page is freaking sexy. And it's like our AOV increased just by using this because watch this. Look how sexy that is. You put your most popular ones up here: community photos, Zillow tour, drone photos, virtual staging, reel add-on, boom, boom. Another client, you can select variations and then select a photographer or whatever. But that was way longer than 30 seconds, but hopefully that gives you an idea.
Yeah, that definitely does. Okay, cool.
There's obviously like property websites and stuff in there too.
Oh yeah, and Tonemo is, people think it's super expensive. It's like $8 an order, and it comes with property websites and the marketing kit. Comes with all
Yeah, so go to Hub. It's like $5, and then it's $10 for the whole marketing kit there.
Yeah, so you have a website right here. Yep, you can edit it. Client can edit it. All these details. My browser does this. I don't know why. It doesn't do this.
I have to learn how to set that up. I haven't even done that yet.
What?
I play around with the property website.
All you do.
Yeah.
All you do. This is like a Tonemo support call. All you do is come down to the website. You click enabled right here, and it automatically puts everything in. And then you got.
Do you offer that for free or is it an add-on?
Yeah, it's free for every shoot. You could charge for it though. It's whatever you want. Another thing is like, guys, I would recommend doing this is Value Stack. Value Stack your basic photo package. Like a lot of people just do 15 or like 25 photos, 35 photos. That's like the bare minimum. What we decided is make this a package, but it's like photos only. So this is our basic package. We're expensive just because we're expensive, but this is value stacked. You get photos, you get a free floor plan, you get a free Blue Sky guarantee, you get a free listing website, and next morning turnaround. So like us versus the competition. Competition's just photos only, but us, what? I get all of this too? What in the world? For the same price or a little bit more? Like, that's helped us win a lot of business. And when you're pitching agents, always mention this term, next morning delivery. Some agencies deliver 5 p.m. the next day or 24 hours after.
That is...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like one of our competition delivers 5 p.m. the next day. Some people just do 24-hour turnaround, but when we say next morning, they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That's awesome.
I like that. I like that added a Blue Sky because it's almost like telling them more because we know that lingo. We know, okay, we're going to do this Blue Sky anyways. We're going to do it. But it's like putting it there on paper gives them kind of like, wow, I'm getting all of that. That's amazing. Whereas somewhere else, they just see photos. Here, it's like stuff we do every day, but it's like describe it. And suddenly it's a much valuable discussion. I love that.
Yeah. Because we have agents ask, do you do sky replacements? We got tired of saying yes. So now it's like, we put in all our packages. Blue Sky guarantee right here. It's in all of them. We sell mostly luxury package, essentials package, and photos. Right here. Okay. Kate, can you tell me how to pronounce your name? I really don't want to butcher it. Ruvim?
Yeah, and then you went ahead and just butchered it.
I did. Straight up.
It's Ruben.
Ruvum. Okay, cool. So the format here is you read this, fill in the blanks, and then we'll have a 10-minute conversation. Try to murder your bottleneck.
Yeah. So you just want me to say it now?
Mhm.
Let me see who's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Rubem.
Rima.
I'm a real estate media company. So I'm located in Grand Junction. So we're in Colorado. It's the westernmost town of Colorado, right in between Salt Lake and Denver. 4 hours each way. It's the biggest city in on the western side of Colorado, but it's not huge. I'm currently at right now about between 35 and 30 and 50K a month. Right now, last month we hit just under 30, and then one of our best months in 2025 was 50. So we're kind of in an average about 45, and 50 was the best.
Okay.
And then orders per month, ordering clients. Let me see.
You can just guess.
Yeah, so we're about 60 around there. So yeah, so around November. So I'd say like about 100, 60 to 100 would be our average order. And then let me see here.
What's the bottleneck?
So our biggest bottleneck right now is we're growing the team. The biggest bottleneck I had in 2025 was I was the only one shooting video. And we wanted to kind of grow the team. And so I didn't prepare the team enough for the video. They were shooting photos. We had a couple of shooters and they were shooting photos. I was the only one shooting video. So since then I'm training and I'm getting the team ready for that. So one thing that's been standing out to me is kind of a little bit on that loyalty side. And I think because we were a little bit understaffed on the video side last year, we've had some clients, some big clients too, that they love using us, but they kind of split. They're using some other people a little bit. They're using us, and they're kind of, I don't want to a little bit of the culture where it's a little bit like, okay, they're reaching out to us for more expensive properties, but then they're giving some other photographers and some other media companies other shoots. So one thing I'm trying to find ways to consolidate that, to kind of make that a little bit more, bring that loyalty back to, for them to use us for all the properties. So that's kind of been a big one that I've been noticing. I think it started around the time when we were understaffed a little bit on the video, and now I'm hesitating where it's becoming a little bit of a norm. And so I'm trying to think of ways to bring down more of hey, we can take care of that completely.
Okay. My first two thoughts. Hey, see you guys. See you, Rick. See you, Imran. Later, guys. Thanks for coming on. But my first two thoughts are two things, and I learned them from two, I guess, mentors, if you want to say. One of them is not really a mentor, but first one, Layla Hormozi just says, Layla and Alex Hormozi, any problem you have can be fixed with massive amounts of volume. And I say that because the training on the video, that can be fixed with crazy amounts of volume of training. So that means going above and beyond, not just training at properties that you have booked, but renting out like an Airbnb or renting out a peer space on a Saturday or a Sunday and getting your team, paying your team, buying them lunch and training them for 4 hours on a weekend, every weekend for the next 4 weeks on video. That's the kind of level of volume that's needed to get your team up to speed if they're not at where it is right now. After hours shooting. Yeah. So we rent a peer space, like a house, an empty house. You could do it at your house. You did a client's listing. But point is, you want to have control of it, and just train the crap out of them. And another thing is that what's just as important is Alex Hormozi says this too. He says the amount of the way or the level you perform can be changed dramatically by the amount of preparation that you do. Preparation is just as important as actually doing the thing. So before your trainings, you want to make sure you have pages and pages of PDFs of saying, don't do this, do this. Here's our 4-step process to shooting reels with agents in them. You want to have this locked in, productized. You want to have it so easy and so simple so that when you're teaching them, it's okay, hey, look at page 1 of the PDF, page 3 of the PDF. when it comes to filming agents. Walk backwards, walk slow, leave space above their head for their 3D text. Like never have stationary, always have two axes moving at the same time. Like you want to go that detailed and that in depth. So if you do that and just train like crazy amounts of volume. I'll answer that in a second, Jacob. And then so the other part to this, Logan Paul, I heard him say in a video a couple weeks ago, whatever. He said, if you want to be great at anything, just exceed expectations. So like whatever the industry standard is, how can I take this above? How can I go above and beyond? Mm-hmm. So if your competitors are doing, just basic videos with reels, with agents speaking, how can you bring elements of Studio 910, elements of like 4 Horsemen Media to your team? How can you productize Studio 910, just pieces of Studio 910? How can you productize that on a PDF, 4-page PDF, and then teach it to your team? Mm-hmm. That with like tons of volume, tons of training, you'll be good. Like you'll be set.
Yeah. So essentially, just put more volume and just kind of keep going, and I think and I just we'll kind of steamroll through a lot of the questions they have just through volume. Just keep moving, and it's
volume.
A lot of the hesitancy they'll go away. Yeah,
mm-hmm. But lots of preparation on your end. So if you have a training this Saturday, put on your calendar 2 hours, 3 hours of prep to create a guide on exactly what you're going to be doing for hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, hour 4. Like that's the level of preparation I did when I trained my team. Mm-hmm. When you're building this from the ground up, you gotta make it clear as day, because these people, like a lot of times when you're teaching somebody something, it's like in your head already, so you feel like you don't need to explain to the degree that you actually need to. Whereas like this is fresh for them, this is new for them. They need to know those details that you already know subconsciously. So like getting it all on paper, and then as you're training them, like basically transplant your thought patterns to them by talking about what you're thinking about when you're training them. So like, okay, I'm doing a gimbal, making sure there's room above their head, the agent's head, for text. Okay, I'm going to stop when they get here. So like over communicate too. Mm-hmm. Jacob, it takes like, is this from the ground up if they don't know how to shoot? Or is this, so it takes like probably fully trained at most like 8 to 10 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks if they're really like high agency and they can.
Probably just photos.
Just photos like in a week. Not too long. 2 weeks maybe. If they know how to work a camera, a week. If they don't know how to work a camera, 2 weeks. But same thing for like training photos. Like have a document, like a PDF. Or just literally, okay. Another thing you could do is voice memos, brain dump to voice memos on your phone. Okay, here's the settings for photos. You want to have your EV, you want to have your meter at 0, you want to have 3 shutter speed, or 3 bracket, brain dump, like 10 minutes, convert it into a transcript, give it to ChatGPT and say, make a training module for my team. Like
at first, are you really not caring about speed at all? I know that was my biggest complaint with my first photographer, was holy, it took him a long time. Hopefully
3 hours for like a 2,000 square foot house. Yeah. I would toy with trying to shoot handheld. Like I might do that for my team soon. Handheld is awesome. I shoot handheld. I might train my team to do that here soon.
I just did my first 2 properties handheld in 15 years, brother, and you did all right.
Yes, the hardest part is bathrooms, but you got Photoshop and AI now, so you can be in it partially. So that's like
I think the auto alignment that they have in Auto HDR, that in addition to like leaning on the wall, I think that's what makes it even better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's completely the same, and it's faster.
What setup are you kind of changing to get rid of the blur?
Burnt ISO. We're on Sony's, so I don't get. Yeah.
Are you comfortable with like 2,000 or 3,000? Because I'm doing whatever it takes, but I might go that high, and I'm at. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean that's to get the shutter. That's just to get the shutter to close faster than as fast as you need it to, so it prevents the blur.
Yeah. Don't use a timer. If you're shooting handheld, don't use a timer. Just that can also I mean, if you want to, if you don't have steady hands, use a timer, but you know, you could just easily do that. Another thing, if you guys shoot exteriors with a tripod, just stop doing it tomorrow. Like, you don't need to. I see people doing that. I'm like, yeah, it's not necessary. So now I think you can shoot a whole house handheld and you'll be fine.
I guess, are you bumping your ISO to get your shutter to a certain shutter speed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I keep it on aperture priority, and I keep it on a certain aperture. And no, actually, no, I take it back. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm not really a camera guy. Like, I don't really know. I know.
For mine, I'm not.
Yeah. I keep mine on aperture priority all the time. I haven't done like I do handheld every now and then, but I don't know if it's like a darker home, I don't want to do it because then you have to really crank the ISO and I don't know, I feel like they can get messy at that
Yeah,
point,
that's fair.
but-
Yeah, that's fair. Use a tripod there. Yeah, but for 90% of properties, you can use a
Yeah.
handheld. I just bumped my ISO to 2,000-3,000. Sony's so good in low light.
And then outside, what, you're just bumping your ISO low, like maybe 500, and then you're good handheld outside.
Yeah, you don't even need that. Mm-hmm.
No, it's so bright. It's already past off.
It's cool. It's always game changer. Shooting handheld outside, starting tomorrow.
Start tomorrow, dude. Yeah, like, dude, you don't need a tripod. It's just an anchor.
Especially if the walls are white or light colored and it's vacant and there's no furniture. There's literally minimal risk so tomorrow if you have a vacant home and it's light colored walls, it's literally worth a shot. You'll be done in 15 minutes.
Watch Jacob go shoot tomorrow, and all of them are like out of focus because of us.
We're all out of focus, multiple 1-star reviews of my photos are terrible.
His bedroom's like downhill.
What's up? Yeah, I'm just switching to Sony right now. We got 3 cameras, but only one Sony so far.
Where'd you switch from?
Canon EOS Rs. Because like I said, I just went all in day one. Bought the camera I was told by the coaches, and
DSLR.
No, EOS. Yeah,
Oh.
realized.
Say.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Sony question, Rick.
Okay, so I'm a Canon guy. I have been for 10 years, so I have no problem with the colors. But every Sony guy that I hire, it's always like either too red or too blue, and I don't know what to recommend. So like Sony has a problem with tungsten lights for some reason, and so the only advice that I could give them typically is to do a Kelvin or something like that. But I have you guys had any troubles with that? And if so, like, what did you do to overcome it?
Okay, I'll go first here. If somebody wants to pop in here, that's not really my department, but I'll give what I
Hung on, a video or photo? Photo.
Okay, here's my take. If the realtor's not going to notice it, I think it's. I mean, is it bad enough to you think where it's super noticeable?
Yeah, so when the tungsten lights are on, it bleeds on everything, turning everything like a orange or a pink kind of color, and especially when they have it on auto. So it was hard for us to correct something that we didn't know what color it was originally because it was just bled on completely. So I don't know.
That's happening.
Like
That's happening in the raw photos.
JPEG. So angle 1 would be great. Angle 2 would be terribly red. So, like for example, we just had a cabinet and we tried to edit it because the auto HDR thought it was black, and we just didn't know what color it was. And so we had to call the photographer, say, "Hey, dude, do you remember this cabinet? What color is it? Because your JPEGs are red, basically." And he was like, "Red," and I go, "Yeah, dude." He was like, I just shot an auto. I don't know. And he couldn't remember the cabinet, so we didn't know what direction to go. So anyway, it was kind of embarrassing. But it happens more with Sony than anything else.
Personally, we haven't seen that. I wish I had an answer, but I don't have any personal experience on it. Anybody else?
I don't shoot Sony, so I couldn't say I had that. But you don't shoot in RAW? You don't take RAW photos?
No, sir.
I don't know how much that would change it, but
That guy puts more work on the back end to correct it.
What type of Sony are you using?
I think it's the 6700 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's just that type of Sony.
That's
we
right?
yeah we use the 7A3, and I've not noticed any of that issues or had any problems with it.
all my skybriders have that one.
Yeah. So also
A7 III is the medium one, right? Like the mid grade one
full frame.
or the higher full frame.
Full frame. It's like a hybrid. It's like the 2017 version, I think, of the hybrid. It's like does auto video. It doesn't do 4K 60. It does 4K 30.
It does it cropped. Yeah.
Yeah. We use A7S III. I will say I have a 6700 recording right now. 6700 and 6400. I've noticed those are crops, and then I have A7 III and A7S III. Those are both full frame. I've personally noticed I've shot on all of them. Colors are way better on the full frame.
Oh, it's yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like I'm not a technical guy on cameras, but that's just that's been my observation. If that means anything, like if I don't know if that has anything to do with it, I don't know, but
I don't know about that. I mean, it'll say us that
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's a camera. No, you're good. Is the camera you mentioned a crop sensor? The one you're using?
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yep. I think that would probably be my best guess would be that.
What's interesting is it only happens with a wide angle lens. It doesn't happen with portrait. So it's almost like
Could be the lens.
Yeah, what lens are you using? Because we use the Sigma Art Lens 14 to 24 millimeter narrow outer bomb.
maybe it's the Sony flaps because I know it is Sony. But it only happens with the wide angle. Never happens with the portrait. And so maybe I should try to rent you that Sigma and see what happens.
I would say it's either the lens or the sensor, a small sensor. That'd be my guess.
Probably not sensor. I would say it's the sensor more than anything. What lens do you know you're running?
I don't know. I don't know which one he has. I wouldn't imagine it's the. Oh, you know what? It's funny. It's a big ass 14 millimeter. It's for some reason it's ginormous.
Probably
It's a very expensive Sony lens.
It's probably like a 1.4 or 1.8 aperture. Yeah, it is. It's huge. Yeah.
We tease him for it because we're like, well, let's try that lens. He was like, I wanted to get wide, and it was the widest one I could find. And that thing is massive, guys. Don't buy it.
You really can't go wrong with Sigma lenses. I've had a great experience with Sigma. The colors, the sharpness, it's almost as good as the OEM lenses. So, but guys, we're gonna chop it right here. Does anybody have? We'll take one more question if anybody has.
I was wondering on the loyalty one. Kind of, do you have any recommendation on ways to kind of bring? You know, it's probably very dependent on different situations, but is there any kind of ideas of ways I could bring that up and kind of, you know, be like, hey, how do I encourage them to come to our company for for cheap listings, expensive listings, things like that? Or is it just kind of, you know, how do I approach that?
So like what we do as a commodity, the thing that separates good companies from like awesome ones, and the reason why agents go to the awesome ones, is the customer service and availability. So if you can nail those two things, customer service, availability, and turnaround, but mainly customer service. Like turnaround and availability, of course, you have to have like amazing, like turnaround next morning. That's an non-negotiable for agents. Availability, of course, you got to be available like within a couple of days' notice. But customer service is really going to set you apart because you're a commodity, but what separates you is the service. So if you have awesome response time, awesome client experience, and have you done care calls?
No, we don't do care calls. Yeah, I've heard them from Jacob. So we will be picking up on that, but I haven't done those.
Dude, Game changing. Let me text it to you right now so I don't forget. What's your phone number?
720
Yep.
935
Mm-hmm.
66
Yep.
73.
Okay, cool. I just asked guys, these resources, just please keep them in this. Like, don't share them with anybody. Okay, I just texted it to her. I got you, Rick. I'll do it right now. Also, guys, I'm gonna do a video recap and an AI written recap with action items for each person on the call, so you can look at it and say like, okay, what exactly do I need to do? Plus, it'll have all the resources that I mentioned here. I'm gonna text them and email them to everybody here individually. Social media package, I'll include that in the recap. All right. So that the Caracoles will be in the recap. I'll Jacob, just find it there if you don't mind. I gotta make sure I'm doing this. Okay. All right, guys. Jacob, you had a question. What cameras do we use? We use A7S III.
Yeah, I'm getting Sony A7 IVs right now, but
It crops 4K.
I know the A7. I was thinking I only got one, and then the A7 V dropped like 2 weeks later. So maybe looking into that.
Was this for your team?
Yeah, it would be.
Dude, I would just get a used A7S III. Save money. It does probably the specs, the level of specs that's required for real estate. A7 III blows it out of the water. A7S III, I mean. So I would save a couple $1,000 and get a used A7S III because people are going to be selling them. They're going to be cheaper, and it does what you need it to do.
I honestly thought they were more expensive, so no, that works too.
Oh, well, if they aren't, then yeah, it makes sense to get the A7 V. Yeah.
But
All right, guys.
perfect. Thank you.
Thanks for joining, guys. I'll text you and email.
Thank you.
Yeah. See y'all.
Thank you.
All right, lazy. Make sure, guys.
See you guys.